Yeah, man, we say greetings to Africa, greetings to Ethiopia, Rwanda, Uganda, Angola, Kenya, Gambia, Senegal. Yeah, man, the whole of Africa, north, east, south, and west. Bless the love. We talk about unity, love, and peace all the time.
Mama Africa, don't you cry. Stand united in your pride. Mama Africa, wipe your tears. The moment you've been waiting for years. Don't you cry, don't you cry. Everything is gonna be alright. They told you black is not beautiful, yet the dark continent is so wonderful. They take your wealth and claim to be powerful. The misinformation is so hurtful. You're the backbone and mother of the world. You got the beauty, mother nature, I confirm. You got the roots and culture, spread the word. I know the future will be brighter, I affirm. Don't you cry, don't you cry. In love and unity stand firm. Don't you cry, don't you cry. In love and unity stand firm. Mama Africa, don't you cry. Stand united in your pride. Mama Africa, wipe your tears. The moment you've been waiting for years. Don't you cry, don't you cry. Everything is gonna be just fine. Mama Africa, don't you cry. Stand united in your pride. Mama Africa, wipe your tears. The moment you've been waiting for years. Don't you cry, don't you cry. Everything is gonna be alright.
Yeah, man, bless the love. You see, we're talking about Africa, we're talking about redefinition. Yes,
Whoa.
So Mama Africa is a tune of the Redefinition album, my third album. Talking about unity, but mostly about happiness and not about tears. Yes, Wagwan, Jamaica.
Wagwan,
How you feeling?
Rastafari, blessed love,
Say
Vaga
that.
Vybz. Give thanks for the music right there. Yes, everything is gonna be alright.
Yeah, man, everything is alright.
Awo, Rastafari.
Give thanks.
Family, we're there right now with one like Vaga Vybz, the man with the musical Vaga Vybz, hailing all the way from Kigali, Rwanda, a very mystical and important place on the continent, on the motherland. And the tune right there, Mama Africa. You know what I mean? So we're there right now, family, just holding a vibes, holding a reasoning. Rasta,
Yes,
introduce the eye self for the massive. How's the vibe today? Wagwan, how's the eye feeling?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
give
man.
thanks to the Most High. Jah!
Rastafari.
Yeah, man, for more life, more strength, more love, more happiness, more joy, more health. Yes,
Woo.
So this is the Vaga Vybz, a positive vibration. Vaga Vybz outta Kigali, Rwanda. Reggae dancehall artist. Yeah, man, positive message all the time.
Yes, So, Rasta, we've been planning this reasoning for some time. We decided, you know what I mean, through the powers of the Most High, this was the time to make it happen. And in this time, the I has just released a brand new album.
It's just timing, you know.
Awo,
We've been planning as man.
awo,
But when just say, you know,
yeah.
it's time. Yeah,
So,
man.
we're there right now upon, you know what I mean, in the season of the release of the Redefinition album. Can I tell us a little bit about, you know, the idea, the inspiration behind this Redefinition album, and also the meaning behind the title? It's a powerful name, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, Redefinition.
Yeah, man, redefinition comes at a time when the world is just out of lockdown and some people still going back and forth in lockdown. I got a chance to record this album when the whole world was under lockdown. So there was a lot of reasoning going on. for the first time in mankind, the whole world to be locked down, in this kind of style. It was something to meditate about and think upon and reflect on the results of this thing, of the lockdown and the repercussions. I mean, what will happen to us as mankind? How we're going to progress from this point to the next. But what I give thanks for is, like I said, it's Jah timing, Jah timing is always perfect. So, with redefinition, we see the world upside down, like the man Buju say. And then we see so many systems crumble and fail. We see a lot of hidden information come out to light. We see people waking up to a new reality, a deeper reality of who we are as a people. So for I, redefinition is a message, is a package. It's a full book or a lesson, because we have different chapters in this redefinition. We talk about awakening, we talk about parenting, we talk about prayer, we talk about consciousness, we talk about so many things in this redefinition. 20 tracks, all cautious message.
Yeah, man. A double album, you could call it.
Yeah, but this one is just one. I wouldn't call it a double because I feel it's complete.
You say
in as a one piece.
Yeah.
So redefinition is just a time and an album to think about who we are as a people and wake up to the truth, known the truth that we've been told, known the truth that we've grown up seeing, but the reality of who we are, and we make our own truth, yeah, because the world is mental.
So we could say it's a redefinition not just of the I as an individual, but of the whole of the state of humanity right now.
Yeah, man, we've reached a time when thinking about individual thoughts are no longer productive. We need to think as a whole. We need to think as a one unit, because it's the only way we're going to progress. Otherwise, if I think about I self and elevation and all this, how will it benefit a next man? How will it benefit my neighbor? How will it benefit someone who sees my lifestyle every day? So I think the time is long gone when we think about individual thoughts and think about collective thoughts, and that's the only way we're going. Right now, let me tell you one thing. You see, redefinition, the reason why I talk about redefinition is not only about the current state of the world, but it's also the current state of the universe.
You say
the universe is shifting. We've been in a system where we've been in an era where systems were running. The era is broken, it's done, it's gone. We're facing a new era, Aquarian era, information flow.
Yeah.
So not only that, but from the third density as a universe, as Mother Earth, Gaia, shifting to the early stages of the fourth density reality, frequency. So it's not only we as a people that are just trying to redefine ourselves, but even the whole universe is shifting. Everything is shifting. Energy is shifting. Vibration is shifting. Frequency is shifting. So we need to shift.
Yes, sir.
Don't stay stagnant.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's shifting upward. It's uplifting. The vibration is becoming stronger and more powerful and more pure and more positive.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man. For real. So, let's talk a little bit about the making of the album. I believe the album was recorded in various different countries. There's various collaborators and producers featured in the work. So, could I tell us a little bit about, the making of this works, the Redefinition album?
Yeah, the making of Redefinition was in different countries, like you mentioned. When lockdown happened, I just come back from a tour in Europe, and then boom, Uganda. So couple of songs, like about 17, were recorded in Uganda. So, and then we have one tune, Mountains and Valleys, recorded here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Yeah, big tune.
From
Big tune.
Bright Addis Records. Big up on yourself. And then we have the phonics song,
Yes,
Rising.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a phoenix, we have to rise up,
A
from
big
the
tune.
ashes.
Yeah, man, as well relevant to what
The
you were
phoenix
saying.
tune, was made in Rwanda. Yeah, so we've been going back and forth around this region, during this time, working on this album. Yeah, man, different producers, just to mention, First King's Titan, man with enough tunes on the album, and then we have Izo Demandem. Then we have Bray from Addis, Bright Addis Records. Then Master P, from Alpha and Omega. Yeah, man, and sound and mastering, most of it was done in Infinite Powerhouse. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So enough collaborators on the project.
Enough people working on the project,
man.
and collaborations. I have 3 collaborations on this album. Out of the 20 tracks, 3 of them are collaborations.
So that I mentioned that one of those tunes, Mountains and Valleys, was recorded here in Ethiopia. We're here right now in Addis Ababa.
Live and direct.
Live and direct. Can the eye tell us what is it that brought the eye to Ethiopia in this time?
I would say was Japlan. Long time, and I wanted to forward to Ethiopia, and things didn't work out. But in this time, Ja made it possible, and I see enough works are going. But most importantly is to join the Rastafari community. 'Cause Ethiopia is Zion for a Rastaman. So in this one lifetime, at least man have to come through and do his part. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I is in Ethiopia. But like Ja plan, Ja work still a forward, so more music like Mountains and Valleys recorded here in Ethiopia. Yeah, man.
We want to ask the eye a little bit as well about Rwanda. The reggae music scene there, the music vibes. Also tell us a little bit about the nature, and I know it's a very beautiful and powerful place. So yeah, man, what can the eye share with us about this place?
I mean, Rwanda is the heart of Africa. You see, country of 1,000 hills, enough history. When people want to talk about the history of some place, like when people want to talk about the history of Africa, some of them want to start from slavery. Because we have enough history back before that.
As if nothing
happened before.
Man.
So Rwanda has enough history even before the genocide.
History.
So Rastafari community still linked with the origins of the Nyabingi there. Beautiful place, one people, one language, one culture. I mean, it's a definition of unity. So I could talk about Rwanda all day, all night.
Yeah, man. Maybe we have to do a special
beautiful.
reason.
I mean,
just
like
on Rwanda.
Lovely food, nice weather, green mountains, very fertile.
Yeah,
man. I could talk about Rwanda non-stop,
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Yeah,
man, bless the Lord.
Like I say, when we go to research certain places and certain histories, sometimes it's difficult. Certain things have been hidden. So ones and ones must know to, look further than the veil. Lift the veil and
seek the truth.
Seek the truth from the root. So if I'm not mistaken, when the I was in Rwanda, the I was working on TV. So can the I tell us a little bit about that experience, and also how the I integrated both the music and the TV, and how the I ended up now in this current position of the Redefinition album of solely focusing on the musical works?
It's been a journey. Growth is inevitable in every way. I started out just graduating from university. I did mass media and communication. So after doing all this, I had to go into the media world. I did some time on radio, finished radio, went up to national television, did a talent search show for a whole year. It was the first talent search show in Rwanda. Yeah, so run it for a whole year. And after that, I think it was time for me to embark on my music career. I was already getting bookings on festivals out of Rwanda. And you know, with television work, you have to be there on the daily. Like if it's a schedule, you have to keep it. So I couldn't balance both. Sometimes you're on tour somewhere, been invited in a different country, and your show has to run, and it's a live show, not a recorded show. So couldn't keep it up. So I had to first finish the first season of this talent search show, and then forward to release my first album, solo album, that time.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And what was the title of the first album?
The first album was entitled Hakuna Matata.
Okay, no worries.
No worries, you know.
Yeah,
still
man.
positive vibes all the time.
So as well, tell us a little bit about that, like the musical journey from that first album and until this album. You know, how has the sound evolved? How has the message grown? And these kind of things.
Yeah, man. On Hakuna Matata album, different sounds: Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall. It was different sounds. I would say it wasn't one direction style of an album. So being my first album, I didn't really focus on doing one genre like reggae or dancehall alone in this way. So it was 16 tracks, beautiful songs, but still I was still trying to discover which team to work with, which engineers. So you'll find different songs sound differently. Yeah, because different engineers worked on all of them. So I didn't have like one engineer to work on like 5 tunes. Different engineers, each tune different engineer and producer.
Yeah.
So second album, African Town, then I discovered I got to link with a team that I'm working with right now, and we kind of work together on this album, African Town. But still, that was our introduction stage. They had like about 6 tracks on the album, and 6 from different producers.
Yeah.
Redefinition comes in a time when now the team is concrete. I already know who to work with, who deals with the sound, who deals with the beats, who deals with the mastering, who deals with all different tasks being entitled to different people. So I managed to work with the Infinite Powerhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, on a Redefinition. So it's been when you listen to the Redefinition album, the sound is all the same. In terms of engineering, you won't hear one song higher than the other song lower, or this song, you know.
Okay.
So we had to deal with the Infinite Powerhouse in mastering all the tunes and keeping that sound that we wanted to get in the beginning of the whole project. Yeah, man. So it's been a journey. I mean, from the first time man stepped in studio, 2004, to this day, there's not been a management, you know. So it's been a journey, growing with people, linking with people, setting up a team. Teams break up, and then you have to set up another one. And so, yeah, man, but grateful, full of growth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask then, you mentioned before the track Sign and Seal from the new album, featuring brother artists like Rasta Welde, out of Italy, out of Shashamani, you know what I mean? So big up, like I say, big tune, big video.
tell I about the inspiration behind this project?
It's mystical, man. Everything about this tune is mystical. One thing is, we did this track without ever linking in person. So we just, the audio.
Yeah.
We did the audio without ever linking in person.
You say.
So the first time we link in person was last year. So Rasta will come down to Addis Ababa and we linked for the first time. But we already have the music. And him love the tune, I love the tune. So we say we need to forward with the project, give thanks to Rasta Wele, forward to Addis Ababa. I was in Ghana when him forward here.
You say.
But still after my shows in Ghana I had to return. And we had a couple of shows in Addis Ababa and then shot the video. But what's mystic is, like I say, we already had a beautiful song before we link in person. And then when we link in person, we try to shoot the video. We go to all these expensive hotels and try to pay for location, and they refuse. So our director, Jablessing Getacho, the man behind the video, we go to the museum. Him link up with the brethren managing the museum.
Okay.
And so mystical that no one is allowed to shoot a video in this museum.
Yeah. Only the Rasta man.
Not even Jah, only Jah decide,
You say.
So them give we permission to shoot the video in front of the throne of His Majesty Haile Selassie the first.
Yeah. Rastafari.
So this is priceless. It's priceless. We couldn't pay for this, 'cause it's not permitted for anyone to take this kind of imagery or photography, but it was a blessing that them give we permission. And so far, I don't know, it's the only music video I've seen the throne of His Majesty in. So I give thanks. It's so mystic.
Yeah. Yes, so go check out the video online for ones that want to check it out. Like the I say, filmed in front of the throne.
Sign and seal, the times are real. Witnessing the falling veil. Me tell you, sign and seal, the times are real. The children on Zion train,
Yes, Vaga Vybz, Rastuel Day, Sign and Seal, big tune.
Yeah.
Go and check it out. Go and check out the video. And bigging up Jah children each and every time on the rise. You know what I mean? We mentioned earlier this topic of upliftment, of awakening. Like that I said, a couple of the tunes on the album, you have a tune called Awaken, the tune Phoenix that I mentioned. Like, what is the importance of or the relevance, let's say, of this reasoning in this time, about uplifting oneself, about healing oneself, loving oneself, man.
I mean, there's nothing you can do for another person when you're not in proper position. Talking about sound mind, health, body, strong spirit. So you can't be productive to the world when you're not well with yourself. So I want people to know self-discovery is the first step to your contribution in the world. When you know your purpose, when you know who you are, when you know what you are, then you can fully contribute, or you can fully do that you're supposed to do, because you're in full agreement in awareness of who you are. So awakening at this time is a really important step for everyone. But like they say, many were called but few were chosen.
You say.
So the truth has been in front of all our eyes long before time, But only those who seek the truth will find it. So the information is just right here. Aquarius Age, information flow. let's use that to find out who we are as a people, find out who you are as a person. And then when you know who you are, I mean, when a tree doesn't know what fruit it will produce, I'm sure it can't produce any fruit. But when a tree, from the root, from the seed, it knows it's a mango tree. From the genetics, from everything, it knows it's an apple tree.
Yeah.
It's a bean seed. It will grow in a week. Because it knows in my genetics, this is how I grow.
Yeah.
You know? So only then will we be fruitful. Only then will we contribute to a better world. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like the I say, in this time the information is flowing, the veil is being lifted, as the I even said in the tune right there.
Yeah, man.
How can I and I use the information that is being revealed in these times to unite ones and ones around the world and that are on the same consciousness? And you know, what can we do with this information in order to increase the flow, you know, of the upliftment?
You know how small a butterfly is. You've heard about the butterfly effect?
Well,
very small. But how big its effect is, you know, when it flap the wings. And so, I mean, let's not try to look at a bigger picture when we can't start from the small one. So what's important, if you get the information, use it the right way. Be an example. You will inspire or influence another person to follow that kind of lifestyle. Because one thing you'll agree with me, everyone knows what's right and what's wrong. Deep down their hearts, they know. Everyone knows. When they tell you, do unto others what you want to be done unto you, that means everyone knows what's good. Everyone wants something good to be done unto them.
Yeah.
So let's start. If we get the information, learn from the information, practice the information, and see if we can develop and master big skills with the information to better our community, our world, to better ourselves, you know. So, I mean, we can't look at a bigger picture if we're just ignoring our immediate present situation. You will not heal the world when you can't heal your neighbor or your immediate family or your friends, your inner circle.
Yeah.
Man.
And even yourself.
First
and foremost. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's very true. It's very true. Give thanks for the reasoning and the testimony in this time. You know what I mean? Rastafari. So, shifting topic a little bit, I've seen that the I has recently been nominated for an award. So, this award is for the Global Music Awards Africa.
Yeah.
This is the best reggae act of the year, Africa's best reggae act of the year.
Yes, sir.
The I is up there. Tell us about this this award. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. The nomination actually come around the same time with the release of the album, Redefinition. So, what's interesting is I don't know about even how the nomination come about. I just see myself nominated, and I give thanks, you know, for all the support and love, I mean, from the people all around Africa and the globe. So it was a good feeling. Just good energy, showing that the works that we do are received and encouraging, you know. It was for me uplifting, you know, before the release of the next album, to see a nomination. And I'm like, yeah, I think we're on the right track. So let's go ahead with the message and your works. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we're reasoning about the redefinition. We're reasoning about the Aquarius age, the information flow. Knowledge is power. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Each one teach one. You know what I mean? So, Rasta, I want to ask, before we seal up, does the I have anything else, another message that I would like to give for the youth worldwide and just for the general audience listening and watching right now?
The message has been the same from ages ago to this day. Just love. See, one of the songs on the album is One Love Is All. I mean, it's just so deep for me. When I think about, people look at love as a 4-letter word, but when you look deep into it, it's what made the world still move around right now. When you know the mercies and love of the Almighty, and we see every man has done great things because of passion for something. That's love. So my message to the people is love. Love yourself, to know who you truly are, to know how productive you can really be, and then love one another. Simple. The world will be easy. It will be a better place to live in. Yeah, man.
Rasta, what can we expect in the coming months? I know that I has some music videos, some other releases. What's coming up soon?
More releases, obviously. Videos coming off the Redefinition album. Jano, we're planning tours ahead of us on the continent and off the continent. Right now, we're just at a time. Let's digest the message from the Redefinition. Let's get this. Let it sink in. Let it sink in, you know. And then everything else is just on track. Yeah, because I mean, you can't serve the food when it's not prepared. So we finished preparing the food. It's now served. Let the people first digest it.
Yeah.
Then after that, we'll be on tours, different places, different shows. And yeah, we'll be connecting with the people, give thanks. I see different places around the world are opening up to shows. And our show business is coming back again. Yeah, man.
So, quickly tell us as well that you mentioned you've had some experience touring around different parts of the world, Europe, Africa, that I was in Ghana recently. Yeah, tell us where has the I been and which places really stood out to the I, you know what I mean?
I haven't been to different places, but a place that still stood out, I mean, every place is mystical. Every place has its different element. You can't compare one place to another. It's just hard to compare, you know, geographically, spiritually, everything. It's hard to compare all these places. For me, it's been just a journey. I'll call it a journey because in every place, I've had to learn different things, connect with different people on a different level. It's a journey, I'll say, for me. What's amazing, I'm not rushing to the destination. Still enjoying the journey and the process. Yes.
Yeah, man. And we hope to see the journey continue with many more fruitful works, as
yeah,
the
man,
I say.
Yeah, man.
You know
I mean, we don't know how long our journey here is. So, the best we can do is do what we have to do today, because that's all we have. You know, we plan so many things. Like I say, long time we've been planning this interview, but never happened until just say, you know, now is the time. So we really don't know how long we're here, but one thing we're sure about is if you're present today, if you're alive today, then let's do what you have to do. Amen. Don't procrastinate and extend what you can do today for next day, because tomorrow is not promised. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Very true. Tell us one last thing, which I should have asked that I previously. What are some of the I's, or who are some of the I's biggest musical influences in reggae music and generally?
Yeah, man. Reggae music and generally for me is reggae music. Yeah. Give thanks. Big influences I've had names like the living ones is Buju Banton. Iwan, Gentleman. So many, but just to mention a few, and the legends we know, Bob Marley, obviously, Dennis Brown. Yeah, I really pick a lot from those great souls. Come on.
You say, not only musically, but in terms of, you know what I mean, consciousness and liberty and reasoning.
Music is what comes out of a man. What is inside a man? So it's just like word. When a man is quiet, you can't really tell what's going on with this person until he says a word. So when you hear what comes out of this person is what that person is. So musicians are just channels. We bring out what's on the other side, but you see what comes out of a person. So music is just a reflection of who that person is. Yeah. And I mean, right now we have people doing music for business and show business and fame and all these things, but still one will go into what they really relate with most times.
Yeah, man. Truly. And so, I said last thing, but why reggae music?
For me, reggae music goes beyond music. It becomes a levity, especially for Rasta man. That's one. But reggae music, the message, do you hear the bass, the groove?
Whoa.
That's really amazing. One thing I would say about reggae music, comparing it to other music, why you say, I'll talk about hip hop, because when I started out, I would rap and do some R&B, my first songs. But with rap music, we've had rap, we've gone to hip hop, we've had trap, we've had, I don't know if it's drill now or some. So all these trends have been coming up in this one genre, I would say. Reggae music, yes, we've had it grow over time, but the element is still, the elements are the same. Elements are the same, so it don't really change. The message in is powerful, and it appeals to everyone. It's music you can listen to with your family and don't be afraid of covering your children's ears. It's music you can dance to. It's music you can relax to. So for me, it's multi-purpose. Yeah, reggae music.
You say, Rastafari. So, Vaga Vybz, give thanks as always, coming with the Vaga Vybz, the musical
Blessed
Vaga
love,
Vybz.
blessed love.
Redefinition. Go check out the album, 20 tracks, 20 massive tracks, a whole collection, a whole selection right there. And, you know what I mean, a whole redefinition. So,
yeah, I will
yes, sir.
give thanks.
We give thanks, more life, more music, more works. Big up the itself.
Big up on yourself.
Yeah, man. Any last thing for the people? We covered everything.
There's always something, when reasoning is there, there's always
True.
something to share with the people.
True.
Yeah. So when we talk about redefinition, we don't want people to change or convert or leave their music or this or run away and get scared of the system and this and that. We just want people to wake up to the reality and see how things are in the reality of how they have been designed, and we need to change those things. So it's just something to touch someone's mind. It's just a school of thought. It's the type of music you can listen to and think about for a while. I promise you, it's not club music or boom or really. I love dancehall music. I'm a dancehall artist.
You say,
but there are dancehall tunes on this album. You know, could be played even in clubs. But when you listen to the message and the words, it will even make more sense than just the dance and the boom sound. Yeah, man.
Yes, I. So go check it out. Redefinition. Give thanks.
Bless and love. Yeah, man, we're talking to the Gideon youths. Rastafari soldier. Get your khaki suit and your Gideon boots. Sure.
Get your tools up, lift your head up, rise up, put on your Gideon suit. Gideon, you run to the battlefield. Burn away your feet, better hold your shield up. Let your light shine, never let it burn away. The tide is high, no matter what they say. Tomorrow will be a brighter day. You see blue skies again, yeah. Revelation fighter, burn up the lighter. Rastafari sealer, I'ma hit the altar. Run it up high, standing at the light. Every day we give Jah thanks and praise. Rise up now in a Gideon boot, better standing at the light. In a khaki suit, pan the front line. Selassie, I Rastafari. Gideon, you rise up now in a Gideon boot, better standing at the light. Pan the front line, Selassie, I Rastafari.
Yeah, man. How you feeling? Sure. Jamai. It's Redefinition. Gideon Boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How you feeling?
How am I feeling? Me feeling like putting on my Gideon boot, my khaki suit, and seeking out the truth straight from the root.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Go check out the Redefinition album on all platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Drazer, Boomplay. Yeah.
Go check out the videos.
Audio Mark, videos, all YouTube.
Support,
yeah,
good
man.
music, good works.
In a khaki suit, on the front line, Selassie, I Rastafari. Gideon, you rise up now in a Gideon boot, better standing at the line. In a khaki suit, on the front line, Selassie, I Rastafari.
Big up.
Yeah, man, we big up all the Gideon youths, all the Rastafari soldiers. Jah Army. Up.